Hello everybody, you're watching Jace World. My name is Austin. Welcome to my channel basically. Let's go ahead and get this started. Good morning motherfuckers, or whatever time of the day it is that you happen to be watching this video. My name is Austin, you're watching Jace World. Everybody's favorite fat man, your friendly neighborhood supervillain, dealing with mental illness and trying to be a better person in everyday life. Please, I could use everybody's support. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the bell icon, and subscribe, please. The more people that watch this, the more I can get the word out. Alright, the topic of today's video is triggering. Now, personally, I deal with a lot of PTSD issues, and loud noises, people cornering me, all that stuff tends to really hit home. It's hard to deal with things like that, and it's even harder to work in real life knowing that everyone's going to be out there and can't always know what your triggers are. Here recently I've had an issue with this blowhard of a passive-aggressive douchebag that around everybody else, he's the most friendly person on the planet. But when you get him alone, he's the biggest fucking asshole you've ever met in your entire life. I cannot stand these narcissistic, passive-aggressive assholes. Especially when nobody's trying to do anything wrong. When we're only trying to do things that we're supposed to do, and all they do is give you negative bullshit about everything, it's just hard to fucking deal with stuff. The world is scary. It's getting even worse every single day. I'm still watching body counts rise. I'm still watching all this other shit going on, and I feel absolutely hopeless about it. Helpless about everything. It's getting worse and worse inside my head. I'm lucky that tomorrow I get to go to tech support and meet the new therapist. His name is Cole. I don't know anything about him. I just know that my last therapist kind of recommended him. Dot, you don't need to be in the camera video, baby. You want to be popular on YouTube. This is the Dot. Her was very small at one point in time. Now hers not. I don't know, I have problems all the time dealing with people that I know that accidentally hit this stuff. Most people that I know are dealing with their own demons on their own levels, fighting different bosses. And we all can agree that you just need to do things normally and not fucking hurt people. We're now in a safe place where I don't have to deal with that blowhard. And I can only hope that he finds this video, because I'm not going to use your name, but you know who the fuck you are. This is the way that people end up getting hurt. They push the wrong buttons with the wrong person, and if that switch flips, then there's nothing the person who has the issue can do about it. With me personally, you don't raise your voice to me. Even one octave to me that is yelling at me. And the fucking monster in the back of my head says, they're getting ready to try and fucking kill you. You have to hurt them. There's a constant battle in my head of everybody is a secret agent. They're trying to watch me. They're trying to turn me into the government. It's stuff I've learned to ignore most of the time. But during issues right now, it's getting really hard to ignore this stuff. I'm going to talk to more about it with tech support tomorrow. And we're just going to take it one day at a time. Good news is that I finally have most of the software that I can use to do the on-site shows. I'm going to end up having to do most of them through Facebook Messenger or Zoom, because the way the world's going, it's really hard to get in touch with people live to do a live broadcast. But I think I figured out how to do it an easy way. So we're going to attempt that at least maybe sometime this next week. Let's see, the bike is in the shop officially. I don't know if I've said this or not. I'm hoping that it gets done sometime today. I went over there last week and dropped off a license plate so they could test drive it if they needed to. And the guy pointed out to me that it was already on the rack and they were in the process of putting it back together. So I'm uber fucking excited about this. I don't know, I would normally talk about safe spaces, but I'm at that point right now where I don't really have a safe space. There's not really any place to relax or hunker down in. Amber had her surgery, she's doing great. She's still in a lot of pain, but it's just one day at a time right now. We're working with everything we can and every dollar that we have to save up so we can get us our own place and our own property where we make the rules and not have to live under or with somebody else, because that can get really hard. That's what we were doing before, when I thought we were in a safe bug out place, and then everything went to shit. Everything that was promised got misconstrued, and then the people, well, some of the people that I thought were friends, possibly family, completely turned their back on us. And I'm sure most of it has to do with me flipping out, but knowing what I have, you should have known better. You're lucky that it didn't flip that switch and somebody didn't get hurt. I'm not making a promise, I'm not making a threat, I'm not doing anything other than stating the truth. When you flip that switch on people that have PTSD, you should know that it may not end well. It's really hard to get that stuff under control once that switch gets flipped. There's nothing I can do until I'm calm. And it's nearly impossible for me to get calm once that happens. Let's see, on today's list of what's going on in my head, I have my 3 imaginary assholes behind me, constantly whispering stuff in my ears, constantly telling me lies about the world, and I'm still having auditory hallucinations like that. You can hear them talking constantly. I still really think it's a game to scream at me in my sleep and wake me up, and it triggers like a Vietnam flashback. I feel like I was in war and I just got shot, that kind of thing. I don't know, it's really hard for me to talk about. I'd really like to get into more about some of the stuff in my past, but it's also really a touchy subject for me. We're going to try to get that done as we can. But other than that, I'm still having the scent hallucinations. Every time we pass a dead skunk on the side of the road, to me it smells like puppy breath or roses. I guess I got a wire crossed in my head. I'm smelling bleach and what smells like gangrene, like a rotting piece of a human body. Can't ever find the smell, it doesn't ever go away. I constantly keep thinking I'm hearing somebody call my name, and I feel like I'm being annoying to people when they constantly have to answer my question of, did you say anything? I'm constantly seeing people out of the corner of my eyes, and it's not getting any better. I really hope that talking with tech support this next time can get things done. And I really hope that the world calms down, and I hope that my universe calms down, because I've done nothing at all other than try my damnedest and work my hardest to try and be a better person, and at least now I don't have to deal with this asshole. Some people you just can't help. You can be as nice as you want to some people, and they're just going to walk all over you. It's really hard to deal with, especially when you're dealing with any version of a mental illness. It becomes really hard. I wish I could explain it better to people, but sometimes I just can't. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. It's about time for me to get ready to hit the head and then hit the bed. It's 8:10 p.m. here. Like I said earlier, I hope that everybody enjoys this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I need all the support I can get on this channel, guys. We're non-monetized. Nothing's going on. I'm not getting paid for this. This is simply a social project for myself. And remember, as I've told everybody in the past, most of the people that have a version of mental illness are the smartest, kindest, most respectful artists you could ever imagine. We just see the world a little differently than everybody else. And I hope this video could help end the stigma that we're not crazy. We're some of the most unique individuals in the world. Personally, I have the biggest heart of anybody I've ever met. I care more about everybody else than I've ever cared about myself. And it tends to get me walked all over. I guess that's just the cards that I was dealt. But anyway, until next time, you're watching Jay's World. Have a good night.